Without further ado, man, let's get into the tea because this is gonna be good. Mm. What's good, What's good, man? It's your boy J Will 2 Trill back at it with another video. And guys, this is a highly anticipated video. A lot of people have been asking me about my job. Well, this is the video that you want to watch. Just a disclaimer, hear me out, a disclaimer. These are all my own opinions. They are in no order. I just wanted to give you guys my pros and cons of my job as a flight attendant. Pro number one, you get to travel the world. You get to literally travel the freaking world. When I got the opportunity to fly and travel to all of these different states and different countries, it's quite the culture shock experience, and you go through so many different things and so many different feelings. It's just truly amazing to have that experience. You can travel to a place that you've never been to before and maybe decide that you want to live there for a few months. It's very possible, it's very doable, and with this job, you have access to so much of that kind of stuff. Number two, you get to make new friends. It's something about interpersonal communication which just gets me hyped. I love it. I love connecting and networking and just being around people and being surrounded by people. You'll be shocked at the people that you meet along the way, not even just flight attendants, but just people on the aircraft who might have a mutual friend or maybe even a family member that you know. And forget about the celebrities. Actually, I had Jamal Crawford, a basketball player who I idolized for a small part of my life. I would watch his YouTube videos on his handles and his crossovers all the time, and little did I know this guy is in first class on my flight, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you've seen this person on TV and all over YouTube your whole life, and then you're like, wow, like this person is really like 500 feet away from me. So it was just crazy. But yeah, you meet so many different people and you get to connect and network, and yes, that is pro number two. Game is game, hear me out. It's all about who you know sometimes, not about what you know. Knowledge is power, but putting yourself in different social environments and interacting with different people, you will get a lot of gain. You might bump and rub elbows with some very important people, so it's always important to be on your A game. So that's some game that I'll give to you guys for free. Next time I'm gonna charge you. You realize a lot about yourself. You realize some of the good qualities you have. You realize some of the bad qualities that you have. These are all very important, right? The first step to correcting or fixing any behaviors that you have that you may not like is being aware of them. I'll give you an example, right? I talked about always leading with kindness. I've caught myself listening to a coworker or whoever and just being upset or frustrated, right? And it could be because of what I was going through at the time, but you always you never want to reflect your behaviors or your thoughts onto another person, if that makes sense. I've caught myself numerous times where I'm like, oh my gosh, like what? Like, no, I don't feel that way. No, I don't. Why am I thinking that? Or realizing that you are not your thoughts. You were just the entity almost, right? So you always want to fire and wire positive thoughts into your mind, because I think those are very important keys in growth. We're human beings, right? We all think negatively in some type of way or capacity. So I've always tried to think positive in every single thing that I do. Growth is so important, so just being aware of some of the thought processes that you have, especially, like I said, being away from family and being in the hotels constantly and being isolated and only sometimes going out or traveling with yourself. Everyone is still growing and everyone's constantly growing, and I want to constantly grow and evolve and just be a better person for myself and also everyone around me. That's the last pro. Con number 1. This job can be very tiring / exhausting. It's very wearing on your body. Going up, down, the difference in air pressure, altitude. Here, you're there, you're all over. That could be a pro in a lot of cases. But in this case, it's a con because you're tired 24/7. After I get off a plane, I don't even want to look at another plane. I just want to go home, sit on my couch, and just relax. It's socially draining. I love it, don't get me wrong, but it really takes a toll on your body and your mind. Now for con number 2, you will be away from friends and family. You're away from home a lot. Now, what this means is you'll be missing holidays, birthdays, funerals, social events, get-togethers. You have kids, you'll probably miss their birthdays or sporting events. So that's definitely one of the cons to this job because in the beginning, in the early days, it's not really flexible to employees that are newer. If you guys can remember, I actually spent Christmas in the UK, in London. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I also have London Part 2, so definitely give that a look as well. It was truly an amazing experience. I had such a great time. And London around the holidays is awesome. It's very festive. So I got to do a lot of things, and like I said, that video is out right now on my YouTube, so go give that a look. Con number 3, like I said, this job is no ordinary job. Of course, you get good trips, you'll have awesome layovers, you get to go on cool adventures, and yes, it's brilliant, it's awesome, it's amazing. But you never know with the aviation industry. It has its ups and downs, and sometimes flights get delayed for hours. Sometimes you'll have cancellations, and sometimes you'll also have reroutes, meaning you'll probably be heading to one destination and then something will happen where you guys get delayed or canceled, or then you'll get rerouted to another destination. So if you guys want to know a little bit more about that, comment down below and I'll be happy to share that with you. Those are all the cons that I have. I wanted to just make a short little list, but obviously the cons do not outweigh the pros. All right, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm tired of talking. I don't know if you guys are tired of listening to me, but I'm tired of talking. So I'm all done. If you guys are new, welcome. Make sure you show some love and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, man. I want 20 likes, man. Y'all think it's doable? Be honest, y'all think it's doable? Because I think it's doable. I think we can do it. 20 likes, man. I love you guys. Hey, road to 1K.